Hi, Bianca Marie here, Blooming Mama's Wellness, and your host of the Doula Community Chat. It is another Monday, a wonderful Monday, a new week, a great time to be motivated. And that's what this is all about, Monday Motivation Tips. And so we're going to continue talking about branding. And it's something that I wanted to talk about are items. How, as a doula, can you further your brand? How can you leave your brand behind? And sometimes it may be called promotional items. Sure, that could be a very fitting title, or you can just call it branding items. And so as a doula, one of the things that I do is I leave for every mom and family that I work with, I give them a kit. And in that kit is delivered. I bring it with me to their home, or virtually I get it delivered when the pandemic, when I'm not able to go to their home. So either way, I get it delivered, and it has water bottles that has my logo. It's just a sticker that's on the water bottles. It's like 4 water bottles. There is a bag. There is a little shampoo and conditioner kit that has my logo on it. And it's a couple other trinkets in there. But all of that is leaving my brand behind. It's putting up in front of them my brand so they remember me. They can pass it on to other family members or friends. It is a talking piece because some of the items that are in there can actually be used at any nursing station that the mom or the birthing person may have set up around the home. So that's just one of the things that I do to further my brand. It's one of the things that I do to give to my clients. And there's tons of ideas and tons of items that you can use that resonate with you and resonate with your clients that can have your branding on it. It could be something as simple as a notebook. Journaling is really helpful. And so if you find your mom that or your birthing person likes journaling, you can do a notebook and you can have your brand on the notebook. You can get a couple of these ordered. There's plenty of companies that you can do it from Vistaprint and many, many others. You can even create an electronic journal if you would like to. You can get it printed out. You can do a journal in something as simple as Canva. You can do it yourself and then print it out, and you can put it in a kit for your family. You can get pens ordered from absolutely anywhere that can have your branding on it. You can do something as simple as chapstick. So one of the things that I have in my kit that I leave with the moms is chapstick. You can have another thing I do. This isn't one, but this is an example that has my name on it, right? But it's a magnet, a kitchen magnet. So I have some that have the instructions or the recommendations for breast milk, how long it should be left out, how long you should have it in the freezer, how long you should have it in the refrigerator, those sorts of tips, recommendations. I have magnets of them. And then on the bottom is Blooming Mama's Wellness. And so this is something that goes on the refrigerator in my clients' homes, and it's branding, but it's helpful. So think about it. Anytime you want to do something with branding, you want it to be in the front of them just as a reminder, but you want it to be something helpful, right? You want it to be something useful. You don't want something that nobody will actually use and just go into the trash. You want something that actually can use and see, and it's going to be visible. And so that's just another option for branding. If you have something, some sort of trinkets, you can put it in little boxes with your branding on it if you wanted to give it to them. And then sometimes, depending on the client and their likes, I have even done little kits, home kits. I've done things with granola. I've done all sorts of different treats depending on the mom and her diet and so forth. And this is like a nail kit where I have in there, I have like a nail file and some other things that in the event that the mom has 2 seconds to herself, that she can quickly grab and just feel, like she can take care of her, groom her nails just for 2 seconds. It's like a travel size, everything. So travel size little finger polish and just little things like that. So this isn't something that she'll use right away, but it's a little, self-care tidbit that she can use whenever she has a moment. And again, can have your logo, something you can just print out on your own printer. You have your logo. Instead of the burlap with the lace, you can put anything else that has your name with a branding or a message to the mom. So my point is there's tons of ideas, tons of items that you can use that can be part of your branding that you leave behind with the family that's helpful, that's useful to them, and it's something that will further your brand, keeps you in the forefront of their mind. And so those are just some ideas about branding. Think about what works for you. Think about what works for your budget. Think about what works for your clientele, and come up with some cool branding items. It's a great way to further your brand, and it's a great way to get referrals, because reminders. I can't tell you how many times I've had moms said, you know what, all I did was go to the kitchen magnet and all your information was right there, and I was able to pass it on to my girlfriend, or pass it on to this family member, this church member, because your information is right there on the refrigerator. So think about branding for yourself, and think about some cool items that you can incorporate into your practice that could be helpful for not only for your clients, but for your branding. So that is it for today, and have a wonderful and beautiful week.